Keeping too much money in your savings account is quietly making you poorer. And the worst part is, most people don't even realize it's happening. If you've got money sitting in the bank for an emergency fund, a house deposit, or because you're scared to invest, you need to hear this. I've been working in accounting and finance for over 15 years, and this is the number one mistake I see. People feel safe because their money is in savings, but with inflation where it is right now, savings feel safe, but it's actually costing you money every single month. So in this video, I'm going to share why I no longer rely on the savings account and what I do instead. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do with your money so it actually grows and the simple steps you can take to get started today. Let's get into it. The savings trap. When I first got my finances together, I became obsessed with saving, and honestly, it made sense. I had just got myself out of debt, I was living above my means, and I didn't have a single penny saved. So once I finally got control, I clung onto my savings like a security blanket. I told myself, if I just save enough, I feel safe. But here's what I didn't realize. My money wasn't growing, it was just sitting still. And money that sits still loses power. The average easy access savings account in the UK pays around 2%, but inflation last year was 2.4%. So if you have £5,000 sitting in there doing nothing, you're quietly losing value. You're saving, but your money isn't growing. Savings felt safe, but it was actually keeping me stuck. Now let me show you what this looks like in real life, because understanding this changed everything for me. Meet Natalie and Selena. They both have £5,000. Natalie keeps hers in a savings account earning 2%. Selena invests hers in an index fund averaging around 8%. Fast forward 5 years, Natalie has £5,520, whereas Selena has over £7,000. Same money, same time, completely different outcome. Natalie saved so her money stayed still, whereas Selena invested so her money grew. Once I understood the difference, I couldn't unsee it. So let's get into what I do with my money now and how I keep it both safe and growing. What I do instead. So here's my actual system. I keep my emergency fund in a high interest savings account. This is for essentials like rent or mortgage, food, utilities, transport, unexpected repairs, medical or car emergencies. This is non-negotiable. But anything extra gets invested into index funds. Why? Because I want my money both protected and growing. Savings gives me safety, investing gives me growth. And if investing feels confusing, don't worry. Let me break it down in the simplest way possible. How index funds work. Investing feels scary, but here's the easiest way to think about it. Let's say you invest in the S&P 500, which is an index that tracks the 500 largest companies in the US. When you buy units, it's like buying tiny pieces of 500 companies all at once. And when those companies grow, your money grows too. If you invest £5,000 at an 8% return, in year one, you would earn about £400. In year two, you would earn 8% on 5,400, not just 5,000, which is around 832. In year three, your £5,000 is now worth over £6,000. This is how compounding works, what Albert Einstein and Warren Buffett call the eighth wonder of the world. Your money earns money while you sleep, and the longer you leave it, the harder it works. Now that you understand how index funds work, let's get into the pros and cons because both matter. Pros and cons. Here's an honest breakdown. The pros. Your money is diversified, which equals lower risk. The stock market historically has higher returns than savings accounts. You can withdraw the money if you need it, and it's a completely hands-off way to build wealth. Now here are the cons. The value can fluctuate depending on what's going on in the world. It's not the best place to put your emergency fund, nor is it the best place to put your money for any goals you have in under 3 to 5 years. This is why I use both. Savings for safety, investing for building wealth. And just so you don't feel overwhelmed, here's what I want you to understand. You don't need to be a finance nerd. You don't need to have thousands to get started. You don't even need to know everything. You're not late. You're learning what most of us were never taught. So start with where you are, with what you can afford. I find women especially tend to keep their money in savings because it feels safe. And I get it, I did this myself. Part of the reason why I kept saving was because I was scared to invest and lose my money. But when inflation rises, assets rise too, but cash does not. So while our money is sitting still, wealthy people are putting their money in places to grow and make them passive income, like the stock market, property, and businesses. And that difference creates the wealth gap over time. So if you don't learn to start managing your money like the rich, you will fall behind. And I don't want that for you. We deserve to build wealth too. And that starts with letting your money grow, not sleep. So here's how to protect your money and finally get it working for you. How to protect your money. Here's a 3-step system I use myself. Step 1, build your emergency fund. You want to calculate your emergency fund number, which is your essential living expenses, and multiply it by at least 3 months, 6 if you want extra protection. You want to keep it in a high yield savings account and make sure that it's easily accessible and penalty free. You can check websites like Money Saving Expert and USwitch to get the best deals. Around 4% is competitive at the time of recording this video. Step 2, save for short-term goals. Think about any goals you have in the next 1 to 5 years, such as a house deposit, buying a new car, moving, or a wedding. And you want to put those savings in a separate high interest fixed savings account, which is separate from your emergency fund. Step 3, invest the rest. Anything else gets invested into the stock market. Think global index funds, ETFs, target date funds. You want to ensure that you're using a tax advantaged account, which is the stocks and shares ISA if you're in the UK and a Roth IRA if you're in the US. You want to automate your monthly contributions, leave it alone, let it grow. Trust me, your future self will thank you. Saving is smart and it has its place, but saving alone won't build wealth. Your money needs motion, not storage. And if you want to start managing your money like the rich, watch my video on how to manage your money like the 1% next. I break it all down step by step. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and subscribe for more videos on money and building wealth. And remember, stay rich in mindset and the money will follow. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.